Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com. Coming to you today with our second noon start in Bowl Mania Saturday. This is the Belk Bowl, played in Charlotte, North Carolina, featuring the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Virginia Cavaliers. South Carolina is a 4.5-point favorite, and the way they got there looks a little something like this. South Carolina finished fourth in the SEC East, while Virginia came in third in the ACC Coastal Division. Tail of the tape, South Carolina 7-5 on the season, 7-5 against the number, and 7-5 overs versus unders. Virginia, on the other hand, 7-5 on the season straight up, 8-4 against the spread, and 6-5 overs versus unders. Bettors are taking a long look at this game, and they're liking what they see in the Virginia Cavaliers. The game opened at 6.5, but it's moved down to 4.5. And I think the big part of that is the potential for South Carolina to be missing at least one and maybe more of the playmakers on all offense. All-world wide receiver Deebo Samuel is sitting out. Number 2 wide receiver Shi Smith is questionable for the game, as is third down change of pace back Tyson Williams. And that may force South Carolina to focus more on the run, which, is actually could be to their advantage, because that's the way that you beat the Cavaliers. In fact, in the Cavaliers, 4 of their 5 losses, the opponents rushed for at least 235 yards. Now, do I think that South Carolina can put up 235 yards on that Virginia defense rushing? That seems unlikely. They do have a little bit of ability to run. They do have Dowdy and Denson that combined for over 1,000 yards, and they both average over 5 yards per carry. By the way, the other game that they lost out of that 5, they rushed for 176. And North Carolina, they rushed for 176. North Carolina State, rather, they rushed for 176 and threw for 260. So they beat the Cox with a balanced attack. Now, Virginia, they struggled down the stretch with better competition, losing and failing to cover 3 of their last 4. I hate to fade the SEC here, but I just don't think this is a great spot for the Gamecocks. I think Virginia steps up and gets the job done. Give me the Cavaliers plus 4.5. Hey, man, put a feather in your cap. Get down with me on the Cavs, and then at the end of that day, we'll gather up our tickets and we will head back to the window. Take care, everybody. Good luck.